Gentlemen, I got a problem. I've gathered you here because I need the smartest guys I know. My life is what it is, so that's you.
He's talking to you guys, so step it up.
Okay, yesterday, I was the only one home and the doorbell rings. It was Carl Tompkins.
That son of a... Who's Carl Tompkins?
Pastor Carl, the guy who married me and Andy at our wedding.
That son of a...
Look, Dad, will you listen, please? He gave me some very bad news.
17 years ago when I married you and Andy, I had a nasty gambling problem. But I'm in a program now, and I'm on the 9th step, which is making amends.
Amends? That's never good.
When I did your ceremony, I was broke, so I hadn't renewed my credentials. I forged your paperwork, and your marriage isn't legal.
What? We're not legally married? Well, why would you do the ceremony if you knew it wasn't real?
I just love making people happy.
Do I look happy now?
So I was right. He is a son of a... Andy's not gonna like this.
But she's not gonna blame Adam. It's not your fault the guy had a gambling problem.
See, this is where it gets tricky. He's not the guy Andy told me to hire. I picked him because he was cheap.
So you're not legally married?
And it's your fault.
And Andy doesn't know.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're gonna need smarter guys.
But a wedding is not something to cut corners on. You blew it, Bubba. Sorry for the language.
Money is for saving, not spending.
That's right. And you're gonna need that money when the storm comes.
And there is always a storm coming.
You taught us that, Pop. I'm never not afraid. Damn straight. It keeps you frosty.
So how do I tell Andy we're not legally married because I wanted to save a few bucks? Now, keep in mind, not being married might be a hot-button issue for her.
Well, you could soften her up with some romance. Oh, take her to a nice hotel for a weekend.
I don't like the idea of being locked in a tiny room with her when she finds out.
Whenever I've screwed up with Marcy, and it has happened, I tell her I did something much worse. And then when I tell her the real thing, she's relieved.
So what could I tell Andy that's worse than this?
Nothing. I was just saying, you know, if you'd done something not so big, that would be the solution. This is the worst war council I've ever been on. Son, you gotta think outside the box. Men have been screwing up with women for thousands of years. They're on to us. You need something new.
So your idea is come up with a good idea?
That's right. Run with that.
Okay, well, a lot of good perspectives here. But the thing is, Andy is the best, all right? I got a good one, so I'm just gonna go home and tell her. She'll understand.
Atta boy.
Absolutely.
He's not coming back from this.
He's a dead man.
I should have told him I loved him.